It is the beginning of the year and everybody is focused on losing their weight. So what I see in my neighborhood are people who probably should see a doctor first, and they're running so hard like they're training for a marathon, or they're doing their power walks, and they're all serious about it. And the one thing that I know for sure is that in 2 weeks none of them are going to be doing any of that. And so I want to teach you the one thing you can do that will change your life forever. And instead of committing to running 3 miles a day or 5 miles a day, just do this. Put on your shoes. The decision to put on your shoes every morning and walk to the end of your driveway is the most important decision you can make all day. Because once you're dressed and you have your shoes on, odds are that you're going to do your walk or do your exercise because you're already out there. You can have the right to put your shoes on, go to the end of the driveway, and go right back in. But if you put your shoes on, you're probably going to do it. And instead of thinking you have to do everything at once, remember this. This big blob of fat, this is 5 pounds, right? You can lose this in 3 weeks. And think about what that does for your body. It makes a huge difference. And so instead of thinking you have to lose 20 or 30 or 50 pounds all at once, just say, okay, I'm going to lose 5 pounds. And the way you do that is by putting on your shoes and walking to the end of the driveway. Now, I do have one other secret weapon. This goofball is my dog, Sonny. He's with me wherever I go. And especially in the morning, he needs his walk. So that keeps me on track. If you've got a dog, use your dog as part of your exercise routine because it makes it fun, the dog loves it, and it becomes just part of a great day. What a way to start the day. I go to the park, and so what I'm going to show you is what I'm doing over a week's time to fill my life from the very start of the day with something good and happy. This is where I start every single day, and it's where I finish it too. This is Hammock Park. And I want to bring you along so you realize that sometimes you don't have to go far away in order to turn your life into an adventure. You start to feel better the minute you start working on yourself, if you give yourself permission to feel it. So you really don't have to be at the end of your goal, just the beginning of the goal, and knowing that you started it. So that means when you stop eating the wrong things for a day, your body actually responds positively. So let yourself feel that and enjoy it, and start to feel good about yourself, because the reward is not to come at the end. It's to come right now. Sometimes it is hard to stay motivated. You might slip. You might fall off track. When you're on vacation and you take the wrong road and get a little lost, do you turn around and go home? No, you just find the right road again and get back on track. I had a boss who was a real mess of a person. And one year she decided she was going to give up alcohol, food, so she's going to strict diet, cigarettes, caffeine, and you could imagine how bad it was for all of us who had to work for her. People were begging her to start smoking again. And of course, when she was doing all of that at once, she was guaranteed to fail. It was too much. So give yourself some time. You don't have to do everything immediately. One step at a time, you'll get where you need to go. So give yourself some space here. Don't be so hard on yourself. This is not about self-punishment. It's about growth. And you don't grow in a minute. You just grow as you grow. One of my very closest friends was diagnosed with cancer recently for the second time. The lesson we got the first time came because she had breast cancer, and she had always complained about her weight, about the fact that her boobs were too big. She felt self-conscious. And then when she was fighting for her life and chemo and radiation, really, she would have done anything to have that overweight body with the big boobs, right? And now she's fighting again. The lesson we learned that first time is that a healthy body is a perfect body. So you can sit there and put yourself down as much as you want, but it's all fake stuff. If you're healthy, you have to celebrate your body instead of picking it apart. Be grateful for the health that you have. And if you want to look different, you can make steps so that you can be different, right? But you should love yourself while you're healthy. Because if you're healthy, I'm telling you, you're perfect. You've got all the things that you need right there to get moving. A healthy body is a perfect body. I know a lot of people look at exercise as a chore, and I was one of them in the beginning, but certainly not after I got hooked, because I feel so strong, and I know that this helps to reduce anxiety and depression, and it makes me feel good about my life. So to be able to do this and be out here in these beautiful woods is a gift to me, and it's something that's available to you. I look at this park and it's my safe place. It's my haven. I love it. I come here every day. I've walked tens of thousands of miles in here. And it's a magical place. But what's so interesting about it to me is that there are also probably at least 5,000 people within 5 minutes of this park. And every day I just see the same 10, 20, or 30 people. So most people don't even come in here. They're missing this wondrous experience. And you have to look around you and say, what are you missing out on? Because there's probably something near you that's pretty awesome too. Even if it's just walking through your neighborhood and seeing the sun setting behind houses. For years, I hiked my neighborhoods where I lived. And that was fun too, because I got to see all my neighbors, got to know what was going on, got a lot of gossip, and it was really fun. So don't cut yourself out of something that may actually give your life more life. This is not punishment. This is the payoff. Hey, I hope you're having fun on this walk with me. So don't forget to click like and subscribe, okay? All right, let's keep walking. So I have one friend, and every time she'd walk with me, she'd complain about how slow I walk. And yes, I walk slow, okay? I meander. I don't know what it is. I have been like this forever. And when I was walking in my 20s, I was a slowpoke. And it doesn't really matter. You do burn a few more calories if you're running, but by and large, it's not a huge difference. So if you're just out there poking along, you get where you're going, and you measure your calories by how far you go. Anyhow, so my friend would say, oh, you're so slow, and she'd leave me behind. And every single time she would hurt a ligament or sprain something. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how fast you go. You don't have to be some super athlete. You just have to get out there and take the next step. You don't have to live vicariously with anybody. You can do this for yourself. You just have to make up your mind to get up. Sometimes you have to get up a little earlier than you would have planned, but just make up your mind to get up and do something every day that matters to you. few years ago, I'd lost my dog, and I thought, well, this is a lot easier. It's just me and the cats, and maybe that's what I'll do. And it was harder for me to get up and walk, and it just didn't seem to have the point. I mean, this guy, oh my God, he's so silly. If you can't get yourself out to do something, go get a dog, because the dog will make you get out. And then once you get in that habit, you realize how much larger your life is than the things that you normally fill your day with. It's a lot bigger than your work. It's a lot bigger than your routine. And it's a hell of a lot bigger than your rut. So I'm all about the dog, right? I love him so much. Oh my gosh. It's my sunny boy. Wow, what a beautiful week it's been here in Hammock Park in Dunedin, Florida. It's really special here, but there's something special near you too, and that's the point. Get out of your comfort zone, get out of your rut, and take the first step. Hope you've enjoyed our little day walk in Hammock Park in beautiful Dunedin, Florida. Starting this channel, so I need your help. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. See you next time.